Hi, I'm Hayley. We've just been lucky enough to be given the new Toyota 2012 Prius C for the weekend. So we've taken it for a Sunday drive with the family down to the Nelson Lakes. And it's an absolutely beautiful day and this car just runs so smoothly.
And the environmental sort of features of the car, how have you found the all the graphs and the technology?
The different screens is actually really useful. While you're driving, you can notice how much fuel you've spent, how much you've spent on fuel, how economically you're driving. So depending on how you brake and how you accelerate, and just I suppose how you choose to drive, you can monitor just to see if it's running economically, and if the hybrid motor's kicking in, and if it's recharging, or if it's using the petrol. You can check all of that and how you're driving, so you can monitor and see what's an economic way to drive just while you're doing it. So it's an amazing feature.
So here we are at the Nelson Lakes, driven here very nicely by the 2012 Toyota Prius C. This place is just stunning, and it really reminds you of some of the reasons why we live in Nelson. Look at that. Hi, David here. My turn to drive, lucky me. Oh, it's already turned on, wouldn't know it, but let's head back to Nelson. How's that for a quiet car, apart from gravel road?
We had a beautiful day at Nelson Lakes. Now we're heading back to Nelson.
And this is where the whole hybrid car technology really comes into its best use, really. The new 2012 Toyota Prius has got some amazing features which really help you break some old habits and become a more efficient, more environmentally aware driver. And it does it using these wonderful graphs. So as you can see, it's giving me an eco score, and it's letting us know exactly how we're going in terms of the performance of the car
and how economically you're driving, basically.
So on the way over, I had the chance to understand how all of the technology works and set it all up. It wasn't really that difficult, and now that we've got it set up, it's feeding back a whole lot of information that has really changed the way I'm driving, this for sure. How did you find it, Hayley?
I found it. It's really useful. I mean, depending on how you brake and how you come up to corners, how you accelerate and start off, it all is relative in how economically you're driving and how much power you're using. So underneath these top settings, we've also got this little rainbow-shaped graph. The first little section in blue is the charge area, and it shows the energy regeneration status, the energy regenerated. The regenerated energy that will be used to charge the hybrid battery. There's a picture of the battery above, and you can see it's pretty much fully charged, and it has been on this trip. The green stripe, the first half of the green stripe is the hybrid eco area, and that shows that the gasoline engine power has not been used very often. And then the second part, or the whole green stripe together, it just shows that the vehicle has been driven in a really eco-friendly manner. The last little bit's the red area, that's the power area, and it shows that the driving power is on the upper limit of the eco driving. So that's what we've got here.
And what an amazing graph it's been, and it's been fantastic to just keep an eye on it as you're driving, because it really gives you a strong and quick indication of how you are driving, what your driving style is. As soon as you put your foot on the gas too much or too heavily or too quickly, it just really creeps up that wave very quickly, and so you just instinctively pull it back a little bit. Very helpful.
Okay, so this whole display setting up here can be easily changed just by pressing with your thumb one of the buttons on the steering wheel.
So right here, easy to access. simple click of the button changes the screen and changes the information that's being delivered to you. So this has been a really helpful graph for us as well. Essentially it's letting us know how the hybrid system is drawing and using power.